Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Tennessee's offense will get the first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten wrong. Still on his feet. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Volunteers about to move quickly.
How about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
He's going for it all. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a big gain. Pulls it in inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Volunteers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They stopped him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas A&M's offense will go to work for the first time today. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though, and David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got a target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most, and that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be that Heisman celebrity.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. And off from the shotgun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
To the air, it's Lagway. Makes the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in releasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm now.
Catch in the middle, it's Smiley. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Throws a nice completion there for a 1st down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Aggie!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that crow route.
The Vols want to crank the tempo. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Payne. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Vols in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Fights off a defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. The Volunteers are flying down the field. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quick strike complete. Right to the end zone. And he'll take it in and cross it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. They usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. To the air, it's Lagway. With the catch, it's Craver. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and
his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense. And that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Caught over the middle. It's Craven. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Hines is tight end. That's 20. He's got space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Aggies. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Neither team's wasted time putting points on the board. They've got it back, down 14-10. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Flips it out in the flat. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Now they'll run the draw. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes it. And they can't make the connection on third down. And the Volunteers send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. And one thing we know about this junior signal caller, he is capable of putting on an aerial show. He's guided this offense with precision, and most of all, he has taken care of the football. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. I mean, just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
Leaves it with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running back.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the Complete and looking for enough for the first down. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got him downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. And this Big Orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Hendon Hooker had an unbelievable run. When they find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Off play action. And it's
And it's so underrated. The relationship between the QB and the wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Looking downfield, it's Flagway. And he was drilled just as he released the pass to take a win. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and kneeling on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Norman. At the 35, he's open. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Under fire. The sure hands, it's Wilson. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
But how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, we're talking about him for the Heisman, but just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him. He's had an unbelievable season.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Quarterback keeps it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Riley.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Complete to the right. Touchdown, Aggies. A great catch and run for 6. Defense
has got to do a better job of crowning this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Handoff from the gun. negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll run play action. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
It's complete to the left. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
With the catch, it's Matthews. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
Catch is made at the 15. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And what a show we've seen from the man behind center. They've been playing pitch and catch at an elite level, and there have been no answers defensively. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Right down the middle. And getting vertical. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And you really want your best player to be your quarterback, to be your leader. And he's been that all year long. Dude, he's in the top 10 passing in all of college football. He's leading this team very much in the Heisman race. And guess what? Got a chance to end the year strong, make a statement, and go out and be maybe the best player in all of college football.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll leave it with him. Past the first down marker and still running. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of work.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening.
Breaks into the open. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Aggies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the ground with the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Newton. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. There he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Volunteer. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt, unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels, but to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And when the man behind center has it going the way he has so far, you are feeling good about reaching into the playbook. The passing game absolutely firing on all cylinders. And best of all, they've protected the football. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. That's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Dead center perfect. Lead now 7 here in the third quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. It's working. Might change it, and that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just...
There he goes! Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggie!
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. La Tech knows it's in a battle, but they're in the driver's seat with this lead. They've proven today they are capable of leaving here with a road victory. They're trailing by 12 to Louisiana Tech. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. He's got him this time. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Vols have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got him. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete to the right. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Makes the catch. It's Gibson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try along. Is that guy split human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Looking left. Pulls it in, it's Norman. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a 1st down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Got a man, it's Owens. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
Quarterbacks generally, as we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting a design quarterback running game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Trying to slam in. Touchdown, Aggie. Great job by the back on the option. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they're inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
There's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Volunteers will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really showing you he can do all things on the football field.
And some room to work. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Aggies. And the punishment has been extended.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. RPO complete to open the drive. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
The give to the tailback. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yards.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to fire on second down. Rushes on him. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB. Sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Staley. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Just keeps slinging it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Trying to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
They'll go to the ground. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Snagged in the middle. It's Riley. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They're giving up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Look out, he's got room. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Dances away to buy time. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that second down, quarterback had nowhere to go with it. The defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up 3rd and long. But because they couldn't do that and let him spring free, it's now 3rd and manageable. This defense just making life hard on themselves right now because...
Got enough space. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they take it in for 6 more points. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
So here is the Tennessee offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. From the gun, the running back has it. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And the Vols will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Here's the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. To the air, it's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously.
Makes the grab on the left side. Here he goes. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. And will have a much impact on the outcome of the game, but it was a fabulous party. The consolation prize. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there's some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 12 over Northwestern. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Under fire. Finds his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted deep in his own end. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Floats it out in space. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get them to lock.
He's got it. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. Timeout is called with just a single second left. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Connection to the right. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
How about the bomb? The Hail Mary coming out, and the offense executes it great. They throw the ball deep. Where's the defense? Man, you know this ball is going deep. You know they need it. They got to have it. And the defense just doesn't play great, doesn't get to the football to make a play.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it.